Hey guys, it's Ty and welcome back to my channel. So I finally made it back home to Indiana, which means this is going to be a book shopping vlog. So my plan for today is I have two half-price books that I really want to go to. And by one of them, there is a Barnes & Noble, so I'm probably going to go over there too. Also, over here where I'm at right now, there's a Books A Million. I may or may not go to that, but my plan really is to go to the two half-price books. So I'm really excited about that. I brought all of my books that I did an unhaul video for. I brought all of those and I'm going to sell those back to the store. So hopefully I get a decent amount. I'm not holding my breath or anything. But before we get started, I am going to stop and grab me some breakfast because it's like 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. So we're going to make a quick stop and then go to our first stop. Okay, so I just left the first stop and I only got two books. Now, I did sell all of my books back to that particular half price books. And I was trying to give myself an estimate of how much I think they were going to give me, and I was hoping for like $50 to $60 because I gave back a lot of books, but they only gave me 35. I took it obviously, but that was so disappointing. So I got the $35 and then I also got a 10% off coupon because I sold back to them, but I only ended up getting two books. That location is a bit of a hit or miss. Sometimes I can find a lot of good books in there and sometimes I can't. And I was actually planning on picking up some Freedom McFadden's because while I was in there filming, I saw some that I wanted to get and I was like, I'm just going to come back and grab those. But then when I came back, this lady had already taken them all. So I only ended up with two books. I only had to pay $1. It was like 91 cents. After the $35 that I got and then my coupon, my total came up to 91 cents. So I'm not mad about that. So I ended up getting Abby Jimenez's new book, Say You'll Remember Me. I actually am currently listening to this. I got a advanced early copy from Libro FM through their influencer program. So I'm currently listening to it. And I wasn't like in a rush to buy it, but Once I got like an hour into that audiobook, I knew for sure that I wanted to buy this. So I went ahead and got this one. And then the other one that I got is Delicate Condition by Danielle Valentine. I have had my eye on this for a while. I have had this saved on Amazon for a while. I haven't heard many people talk about it, but this sounds like something I want to read. It's about this woman who is going through her IVF journey, and she feels like somebody is trying to sabotage it. And then when she finally gets pregnant, the doctors tell her that she actually had a miscarriage, but she doesn't believe them because she still feels like the baby is inside of her. So I was like, this sounds like something that I would really enjoy. So I found it and I can't wait to read this one. So we're actually at the second location. Now, this is the one where I find a lot of my books. I know on some video that I posted a while ago, someone had asked me, where do I get all my hardbacks? Because I have a lot of them. They come from half price books. I refuse to pay full price for any book, let alone a hardback book. I usually get them from half price books. Now, obviously, I haven't been doing that lately because there is not one where I actually live, but I'm hoping that when I come in here, I can actually find some good ones. So I will see you guys in a bit. Disappointing to say the least. So usually at this half price books at this location, I usually can find a lot of stuff, especially like a lot of new releases. But I don't know if it's just me or if I just came at like the wrong time, but even with new releases, I just have not been finding the books that I want. Of course they have stuff, but nothing that like I have to have, and nothing that I'm really anticipating. I did find 2 books. One of them was that Freedom McFadden that the other lady at the other place took from me. But I did find 2 things, but they changed the layout of the store, and they used to have like this section in the front that had a whole bunch of thrillers. Some of them were new, some of them might have been a year or 2 old, but I would usually in that one little section be able to find so much stuff. And today, not only did they not have the section, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm just at the point where I literally just don't need anything, or nothing was just catching my eye. So one of the ones that I did get was The House of Eve by Sadika Johnson, I think is how you say her name. People have recommended this to me. I saw this like blow up on Bookstagram when this first came out, but it's a historical fiction, takes place in the 1950s, and we're following 2 Black women. I think one of them is about to start college, and then one of them is about to have a baby and get married and is trying to like fit in with the family. And I guess their stories collide at some point, but I'm excited about this one because everyone has said really good things about it. Now, the Freedom McFadden that I got that I wanted at the other place, it is The Perfect Son, and apparently this lady finds out that her son may or may not have killed like this girl from his school. I don't know. It's probably gonna go off the rails like all of her other books do, but I wanted this one and I'm glad that I found it and I was able to get it. So my next location is going to be Barnes and Noble. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna have stuff that I want, but we'll see. So Barnes and Nobles was the last stop of the day, which is probably a good thing because it has started to rain. But I only found one book, and I don't know if I just have not really been paying attention to the price of hardbacks. Again, I only really get hardbacks through like a used bookstore, or I've been getting them through subscription services. So I was not aware that the price of hardbacks has gone up so much, like $30 plus for one book, and they're not even special editions. Like, it's crazy. I did get a hardback. It was less than $30. Plus, I also have the Barnes and Noble membership, so I mean, you get the little 10% off. But books are so freaking expensive, and I think they're making them even more expensive now because they're trying to do all these sprayed edges for like everything, and it's like, sometimes that is just not needed. But there were other books in there I wanted. I couldn't justify spending that amount of money on something that I'm not even sure I'm going to like. So the one I did get is Head Cases by John McMahon. It's a thriller, like a police procedural where we're following a detective who is an analytical genius with an affinity for puzzles. I just saw somebody's review for this and they were raving about it, so that was part of the reason why I went ahead and picked this up. I've had this saved on Amazon for a while, so I just went ahead and picked it up. Hopefully it's good. But that's honestly all that I have. I thought I was gonna get more stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't. I am happy with the books that I did get, but yeah, that's all that I have for you guys, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.